there's one chart, and this one is pretty interesting. Then we come. This is our first pair chart as well. It's hype against lit. Let me open it here. I think. Well, it doesn't matter, right? But there's a pretty interesting zone that this one is tapping in, and I think if the chart trades that clean over time, yeah, I'm definitely looking interested to getting some long exposure on this. Ideally in another push higher of lit, because this pair also means that I would have to short lit or lighter. We talk about shorting as well, because there was a question yesterday like that I wanted to touch on. Why don't you short Cashcat even though you're bearish on it and stuff? So we talk about shorting as well. Well, what makes this trade kinda difficult is that you're shorting an uptrending coin, right? And pair trading is always the better option, naked shorting. But for like going such aggressively against the trend, I mean that's nearly a 60% move down, right? That's trendy, right? In one direction. I would like to see some overextension. So ideally, if lit flow goes higher, we see this ratio sub 20, and this is when I probably want to get in, just on the assumption that lighter to high valuation gap close down, and probably there is no much meat left for this narrative to spread further, right? So I guess this is now in the last inning before seeing some move in the other direction. Nothing goes up in one direction, nothing goes down in one direction. And they rebranded all the Telegram coins onto GRAM. I think this was the launch. So they printed an up-only chart that is now retracing. And you know how I did long BTC ton like the last two summers. BTC, yes. Yeah, I have some history on here. I don't know. But I longed second half of 2025 and I longed second half of 2024, which is not on this chart. But essentially what the Telegram Foundation did in the past was essentially selling 400-500 million worth of ton coins, which created those insanely up-only charts towards the end of the year. I don't know. Pavel Durov is a pretty smart guy and he knows how to pump stuff. And yeah, this is what he has done with his Make Telegram Great Again move. But yeah, like the picture is kind of shifting that H2, even without the Telegram or Ton Foundation, whatever you want to call it, probably has net sellers. And I think if I were to long BTC, I might do it with BTC Ton or BTC GRAM. I don't know. Like you can choose your name that you want to pick. Essentially, a Telegram coin, right? Yeah, this is looking pretty hot here. Like the BTC XRP one is still super clean. It's still look at the daily, how nice this trend holds. If you ever see this, this will mean with front running EMAs. If you ever see this chart starting to front run the daily EMA, right? Not like touching it as at the moment, but starting to front run it by a bit. This is when you want to pay attention, because this is most likely the chance for it to accelerate. But yeah, BTC XRP, I mean, I'm still convinced that this thing will close its gap. I think this is the big ass range on like higher time frame, and it's hard for me not to see BTC getting to at least mid-range, which is December 24 levels. One of the best higher time frame charts in crypto, I would say. But yeah, MORPHO AAVE. Yeah, this is not looking too bad. Like, kinda... I like it, like just the chart. I like it a lot. Let me look at it with the EMAs on. Yeah, I think it's H12 trend. Pretty much here at the inflection point for this pair. Yeah, this is currently like resistance, but it looks really good above here, which is I think 10-15% higher current prices, 10%. Yeah, this could be an interesting one. It's trying to close a few above H6. H2 EMA is coming together nicely. I think with them turning around here, I think you would want to see it accept above current prices on the pair. And if it does, then you want to see a closeout H12 above trend. And once this happens, then probably you have your trade laid down, right? You're entering like 15-20%, and you're entering on strength as long as it holds above H12. And probably your manual stop is down here, right? And you're targeting around highs on this pair. Yeah, I think this is and this is how you can execute, honestly. BTC Gold is... Oh wow, yeah, let's end the stream with this chart. Because we marked out this level. Wow. Metals, what's silver doing today? Down 3.5. Oh, this chart looks bad. Gold down 2%. Yeah. Like we talked about what you want to see for BTC Gold long. And I mean, this is it, right? A daily close like that, and that's your long.